This is an ABC television network presentation.
Time now for Rocky and his friends. Starring that jet age aerial ace, Rocket J. Squirrel. And his pal, Bullwinkle the Moose.
Hi, glad to see you again.
Likewise.
We got some great things on the show today.
Like what? Like what?
Well, you ought to know, Bullwinkle. You're in some of them. Today, our program is brought to you by General Mills, where better breakfasts begin.
The most delicious, ready-to-eat cereals in the world. Ready, Rock?
You sure you know how to work that thing?
No. Anyways, here's what it was supposed to look like. Boy, that's smart. What round is it, Rock?
The last one, and you gotta win this fight.
But how?
Never fear, Jets are here. The cereal that gives you jet energy, helps you win.
Boy, sugar-toasted oat and wheat goodness. Okay, Rock, wind me up.
Hey!
Win with Jets.
Here's another goodness cereal from General Mills.
Okay, everybody sing. Cocoa Puffs for energy, Cocoa Puffs for fun. Chocolate flavor cereal, yum, yum, yum. Again, Cocoa Puffs for energy, Cocoa Puffs for fun. Chocolate flavor cereal. Yum, yum, yum. Cocoa Puffs.
Well, it looks as if that crafty spy, Boris Badenov, is one up on our heroes, for he has managed to steal Bullwinkle from the Moon Men and has taken him to his lonely house on the hill, where the Moose is putting his massive intellect to work on rediscovering his secret rocket fuel. All he's been able to make so far is a batch of chocolate pandauti, but its aroma caught the attention of his pal, Rocky. Rocky set out to find Bullwinkle, and for a while it seemed that Boris was actually helping him. But at the last minute, Rocky found that the signs had led him straight into a trap. For a while, Rocky was certainly going downhill fast, but a few seconds later, he was really going up in the world.
Farewell, you miserable rodent. Happy landings, right in middle of ocean.
And while the balloon took Rocky far out over the ocean, the unsuspecting Bullwinkle was still experimenting, only this time with real chemicals. And as Boris approached the lab...
You know, I think I had it for a second there.
Splendid. Now, would you mind getting off my neck and back to work?
I must be working him too hard. He looks pooped.
But two famous scientists like Rocky and Bullwinkle couldn't disappear without somebody wondering what had happened, and it soon appeared that everybody did.
Read all about it. Bullwinkle disappears.
All police stations were notified.
This scientist has the following distinguishing marks: a small mole on his left shoulder blade, also a 6-foot pair of antlers.
The hunt for the missing moose went on in every state in the Union except one. When asked why, the governor replied,
"'Cause it ain't moose hunting season yet."
But in most places, the search went on doggedly, and probably the most eager searchers were the two Moon Men. Gidney and Cloyd wanted Bullwinkle as entertainment chairman of a party in their honor. Their methods were very simple. They just went from door to door where their appearance met with varying results.
I don't want any magazines, but I'd sure like to know what college you're working your way through. Good heavens, is it trick-or-treat night already?
No brushes today, thanks.
It's not a brush, it's a mustache.
Hey, Mabel, looks like some more of your relatives again.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Gidney. Just one more house, Cloyd.
And Gidney's diligence was rewarded. That one more house belonged to Boris Badenov.
Zounds, it's those lunar loonies. They mustn't see me.
This is the last one, Gidney. My pods are killing me. Down here, they call them feet. Do you think we'll ever get to go to our party? Oh, sure. I'll bet that Bullwinkle chap is getting things ready right now.
Party, eh? Natasha, come here quickly.
And a few moments later, Boris flung his door wide open.
Surprise, surprise. Come in, come in. We thought you'd never get here.
Welcome to Earth, darlings, and many happy returns.
Cloyd, it's a surprise party. Surprised me, all right.
Here are the paper hats.
And the noisemakers.
Delightful. Nothing like noisemakers to pep up a party.
But those noisemakers were more deadly than delightful, for Bullwinkle's lab was in the room just overhead.
Must be fixing the street. Doggone, they don't make test tubes like they used to.
Now, you just make yourselves at home while I make the punch. It's my own recipe.
Is it good?
Good. He's knockout.
And while Boris prepared a lethal potion for the Moon Men, the balloon carrying Rocky was in a terrible storm out over the Atlantic. Suddenly, there was a searing bolt of lightning, an explosion, and the shattered balloon basket plummeted toward the angry ocean 10,000 feet below. Don't miss our next exciting episode, The Submarine Squirrel, or 20,000 Leagues Beneath the Sea.
That's a pretty strange-looking painting, Bullwinkle.
I just paint what I see.
Well, what do you see?
This is what I see.
It's here. ABC TV invites your whole family to enjoy the exciting new nighttime fun frolic of Hollywood's all-time favorites. Don't miss the Bugs Bunny Show. Yes, everybody laughs at that carrot-eating character and his crazy pals, Daffy Duck, the Big Dame Hunter, Pepe Le Pew, Yosemite Sam.
Whoa, Mule!
And who else, Bug?
The Oscar-winning Tweety Pie.
I thought I saw a pretty cat.
With Sylvester. Yeah! And the fastest mouse in all Mexico, Speedy Gonzales.
And all the other cartoon stars your family and the whole world laughs at in ABC TV's nighttime fun show, The Bugs Bunny Show.
And now it's time for...
Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again? And now for one of our special fairy tales.
Yeah.
In the land of Harump, which is pronounced like when you clear your throat, there lived an ogre. This ogre was so ugly that he developed powers to change himself so that he wouldn't have to look at his ugly face.
Oh, you are ugly. I have never seen such an ugly face. Change to something else. Well, now you're not ugly, but man, look at those ears.
Aside from being ugly, he was mean and nasty. He kept the whole countryside in slavery because, aside from being uglier than his countrymen, he was also bigger, much bigger. Because of this evil ogre, a miller, tired of trying to make ends meet, died. And to his first son, an energetic type, he willed the mill. To the second son, a simple type, he willed an ass. And to the third son, a dirty type, that is to say, an unwashed type, he left a cat.
A cat? A cat? What can I do with a cat? Cat soup, that's all you're good for.
If you just cool down, I'll show you how I shall be more useful to you alive than floating around in a kettle of carrots and turnips.
Explain to me, if you please, how you can be of use.
Just give me a sack and your finest boots, and you'll find you are not so ill off as you suppose.
Jack decided that he would give the cat a chance, but As he sat there in his stocking feet, he couldn't help wondering what Puss would need the boots for.
Because that's the name of the story, silly. Puss and Boots.
Puss marched out to the fields and set his bag to trap the wild game of the countryside. Puss drew the cord and marched directly to the palace.
Sire, here is magnificent game from the warren of my lord, the Marquis of Carabas.
Tell your master that I accept his present, and I am very much obliged to him. And I order you to the kitchen for something to eat.
While in the kitchen, Puss overheard two servants talking about an intended drive in the country to be taken by the king and his beautiful daughter the next day.
Aha!
Puss had a plan. He rushed home to explain it to Jack.
What? Let me sleep. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a loud cat. Stop stomping around the room and speak your piece.
Why I don't search out a warm lap by the fireside, I'll never know, for all the gratitude I get around here. However, sir, if you would only follow my advice, your fortune is made. You have to go bathe.
Bathe?
In the river and leave the rest to me. Only remember, you are no longer yourself, but my lord, the Marquis of Carabas.
Bathe? This is a big thing you ask, Cat. A whole new experience, a different way of life. You can't rush into a thing like that. To bathe or not to bathe, that is the question. Oh, it's cold. You didn't tell me it'd be cold.
Never mind that. Shh. Here comes the king. Help! Help! It's my lord, the Marquis. Help! Oh, rueful day! Thieves! Thieves! They stole all my master's clothing while he was bathing.
By George, he must be a clean fellow, bathing on a cold day like this. Well, it so happens I always carry a change of clothing for marquises in distress. He is size 37, isn't he? They usually are.
Size 37? Right, sire.
And so Jack, for all appearances, became the Marquis of Carabas and was invited by the king to ride with him and his beautiful daughter in the carriage. Meanwhile, Puss was racing on ahead, putting up signs to lead the king to believe that all the land belonged to his master. Puss put up his signs to the very door of the ogre.
Ouch! What do you think you're doing?
Well, I couldn't think of passing the castle of such a noble gentleman without paying my respect.
Hey, a talking cat.
But talking is not half so remarkable as your many powers. I hear you have the ability to change.
Oh, you mean like this?
That's pretty good, you know. How about something tough? Like changing into something small, you know, like a fly.
A fly? So be it.
Porto! Oh, there you are. Pray tell me who belongs to this beautiful castle.
Welcome, sire, to the castle of my lord, the Marquis of Carabas.
So all of this land and this castle belongs to you. I'm very, very impressed. But I'm much more impressed by that bath of yours. Any marquis who would brave the elements for the sake of cleanliness is worthy to be a son-in-law. Therefore, I would be honored if you would take my daughter's hand in marriage.
And so they were married, and Jack released all the people from bondage and conducted all his important business from the bathtub and lived happily and cleanly ever after.
That's a pretty strange-looking painting, Bullwinkle.
I just paint what I see.
Well, what do you see?
This is what I see.
The Cheerios kids spent time on an island, the kind that makes tourists rave. The natives did too, but what did they say? Yo! Tidal wave! The palms will be swamped or island destroyed. Boink! Where the coconut? Oh-ho, said the kid, you've just made me think of Cheerios. He'll get pow, pow, power from those Power-O's. Cheerios, with the one perfect shape for perfect crisp toasting all round and all through. You enjoy all the goodness of Power Oats. Toasted oat goodness with wonderful nourishment. Yes, this Power Breakfast gives you Power Protein plus Energy Vitamin B1 for Go Power.
You got pow, pow, power. There he goes. He's feeling his Cheerios.
If you know your oats, you too will go for the Power O's Cheerios.
One of the Big G cereals from General Mills.
And now for our moment of culture, here's Bullwinkle's Corner.
Hello there. The name of today's poem is, Where Go the Boats? Dark brown is the river, golden is the sand. It flows along forever with trees on either hand. Green leaves are floating, castles on the foam. Boats of mine are boating. Where will all come home? On goes the river, down past the mill. Away down the valley, away down the hill. Green leaves are floating, castles of the foam. Boats of mine are boating. Where will all come home? Away down the river, 100 miles or more. Other little children shall bring my boats ashore.
Out goes the bad air, in comes the good.
Green leaves are floating, castles on the foam. Boats of mine are boating. Where will all come home? Ready, Rock?
You sure you know how to work that thing?
No. Anyways, here's what it was supposed to look like.
Hi, kids. I'm Casper, the friendly ghost. Get the safety spirit. Stay alive and healthy. Let me show you some pictures. Always walk on the left side of the road. Be waiting and ready when your bus arrives. Crowding, pushing, and shoving might cause accidents. Go straight to your seat. Standing is dangerous. Obey your driver. He's trained to protect you. Avoid shouting, scuffling, and needless commotion. Be kind to your bus. Help keep it neat and clean. Keep your head and hands inside the bus windows. Ask your driver to show you how to operate the windows and emergency door. And in an emergency, help the smaller children first. Always cross the highway as instructed by your driver or school. Get the safety spirit. Stay alive and healthy.
And now...
Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. See? Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Wrong hat.
And now it's time to meet Mr. Peabody.
Hello, Peabody here. I believe that every dog should have a boy. That's why I adopted Sherman.
Shall I set the Wayback Controls, Mr. Peabody?
Yes, Sherman, you may set the Wayback Machine for the year 1875.
And the place?
Dodge City. Specifically, the Marshal's office. For today, we visit that legendary lawman, Wyatt Earp. In no time at all, Sherman and I were standing before Marshal Earp. His actions rather surprised us.
You the fellas with the tiddlywink set? Set it right down there on the table till I finish my sword fighting. On guard there, you varmint.
Excuse us, Marshal, but you're mistaking us for someone else.
You didn't bring no tiddlywinks?
I'm afraid not.
Well, then you must have brought a deck of cards.
No, sir, we didn't bring any cards either.
Obviously, you're quite busy, Marshal, but could you take a moment to explain why you're...
Why I'm fencing and going in for tiddlywinks and card games?
Precisely.
Well, I gotta get ready to capture Ace's Wild, the worst doggone bank robbery in Kansas.
You mean you're gonna fight him with a sword?
I'll fight him, challenge him at a game of tiddlywinks, or even go fish. But I'm gonna beat him and bring him in.
Has the possibility occurred to you that he may wish to fight you with a gun?
Well, if he does, then old Wyatt's going to Boot Hill.
Don't you have a gun?
I got part of one. You see, after every gunfight, I always had a habit of carving a notch on my gun handle. I had so many fights, I don't have a handle left. See? Every time I draw, I don't have nothing to grab on to.
Why not buy another gun? Or at least a handle?
Ain't none around. Them things are scarce out here. You fellas ain't got a gun you can lend me, have you?
I'm afraid not.
Well, if an aces don't want to play go fish, I guess I'm a goner.
Suddenly, the door opened.
Marshal, come quick. It's Jesus Wild. He just left the bank.
Did he make a withdrawal or a deposit?
A withdrawal. Took every darn cent there was.
Well, this calls for a showdown. Follow me.
And follow him we did. That is, until he misjudged his footing and...
He's out cold, Mr. Peabody.
It's just as well, Sherman.
Yeah, but who's gonna fight Aces Wild?
Belly up to the bar, boys. The drinks is on me.
Well, you better vamoose pronto. Marshal Earp's sure shooting going to come looking for you.
You know what I got for him? A bullet with his name on it.
Look out, Aces. Sounds like the marshals are coming.
Come on in, Marshal. And come on in a-fightin'.
I assume you're Aces Wild?
I be he. Who be ye?
I be Peabody. This is Sherman.
Hi, Mr. Wild.
Where's the marshal?
He's indisposed. So I've come to take you in.
That's downright funny, that is. Why, I'm the best shot in the West.
I doubt that.
Oh, you do you? Well, get a load of this.
Adequate, but hardly extraordinary.
I suppose you could do the same.
Yes, and without the use of firearms. Hold the glass, please.
How's this?
Fine. So saying, I went to the piano, selected E above high C, and...
Well, I'll be dogged. All right, Mr. Smarty. Let's see you outdraw me. On a count of 3, grab your gun.
But you don't have a gun, Mr. Peabody.
I don't need one, Sherman. Now, if you'll be so kind as to hand me that tray. Good boy. Now stand aside.
You ready yet?
I will be as soon as you move directly beneath that chandelier.
What for I gotta stand there?
You'll see.
Well, I guess it don't matter where I stand. What matters is where you fall. 1, 2, 3.
You did it, Mr. Peabody. You beat him.
Of course.
Without firing a shot.
Naturally. And so, after escorting Aces to a jail cell, we said goodbye to Marshal Earp.
Thanks again, Mr. Peabody. You too, Sherman. Adios.
Golly, it sure is puzzling.
What is, Sherman?
Well, how Wyatt Earp got the reputation for being the fastest draw in the West.
Oh, not so puzzling. Wyatt Earp was also an artist, you see. And he really did draw faster than anyone.
Ready, Rock?
You sure you know how to work that thing?
No. Anyways, here's what it was supposed to look like. I like the fruit flavor of Trix. I like the fruit flavor of Trix. I like the fruit flavor of Trix.
But tricks are meant for kids. Yes, sir. Tricks are for you. It's the corn cereal with fruit flavor goodness.
Fruit colors, too.
So try Trix.
Here's another goodness cereal from General Mills.
My brother's teaching our parakeet to talk. Say, Kix corn cereal.
Kix corn cereal.
Fine. Say, Kix is unsinkable.
Unsinkable.
Say, cereals that sink get soggy, but Kix floats stays crisp. He can't say that, but he's smart, see? He likes Kix, too. Kix is unsinkable.
Unsinkable.
Kix.
Last time you remember, Boris Badenov had captured Rocky and set him adrift in a balloon. The balloon was struck by lightning and plummeted down toward the ocean thousands of feet below. As the balloon fell, the plucky squirrel managed to work his way out of the basket and, spreading his arms and legs, began to glide toward the distant shore miles away.
boy, I hope I can stretch my glide that far.
Unfortunately, at that moment, Rocky was being picked up by the radar antennas of the Air Defense Headquarters.
General Broadbeam, sir, we've spotted a flying object headed straight for us.
What kind of object?
Well, sir, it appears to be a squirrel.
A what?
Yes, sir.
Probably a secret missile we don't know about. Well, we can't take chances. Shoot it down.
And within seconds, huge batteries of weapons were leveled at Rocky and commenced fire.
Holy smoke! They think I'm an enemy. Hey, cut it out! I'm friendly. Look, I'm smiling. Oh, if there were just some way I could tell them who I am.
Then the brainy squirrel got an idea and began to fly in a special pattern.
Look, General, the object is spelling something out.
Sure enough, the wily Rocky was using the smoke from the Ack-Ack burst to spell out letters, a kind of polka dot skywriting.
What's it say, General?
U.S. Cease firing! Don't harm a hair of his head. That is a U.S. taxpayer. We need every one of them we can get.
So Rocky continued gliding toward the shore, this time with an honor escort of jet planes. Meanwhile, at Boris's house, the spy was pretending to throw a party in honor of the Moon Men, complete with paper hats and noisemakers, while Bullwinkle worked in the room above.
Mind if I join you?
In a corner of the room, Boris, who was really anxious to get rid of the Moon Men, was mixing up a bucket full of Mickey Fins.
Oh, goody. Punch.
Boris, if Moose ever drinks that, he will be asleep for weeks.
And we won't get formula from him.
Well, here's looking up your ancestors.
At that moment, Rocky and his escort were flying just a few hundred feet above the house.
I can make it now, fellas. Thanks a lot.
And the squirrel headed down for Boris's hideout.
Wait, a toast.
Oh, sure.
Gentlemen, the Queen.
You said it.
No. Now we must break glasses.
But we ain't drunk the toast yet.
In my country, you break glasses before you drink toast.
Well, if you say so. But people must get pretty thirsty where you live. Now, I'd like to give a toast.
Of course.
Well, here's the crime.
To crime?
Of course, that was a toast that Boris and Natasha had to drink. The results were immediate.
Hey, she's gone to sleep.
You fellas don't feel sleepy?
Nope.
Not even little bitsy bit?
Nope. That punch sort of peps you up.
Nighty-night.
And Boris joined Natasha in deep slumber.
Party droopers.
At that moment, Rocky appeared at the open window.
Bullwinkle, there you are.
Where else? Hiya, Rocky.
Come on, we gotta go back. Everybody's looking for you.
Oh, that's nice of them. Okay, let's go.
Come on, Moon Man.
Our friends started back, but just as they left the house, heavy hands fell on their shoulders and a very official voice boomed.
You are under arrest by order of the United States government.
Our heroes under arrest? Whatever for? Be sure to see our next episode, The Bars and Stripes Forever.
Blow the trumpets, sound the cymbals for the new star-shaped cereal in the storybook package. Twinkles! You've never seen anything like it. Inside, delicious, crispy, crinkly stars, and outside, a storybook. All about me. Twinkles are my friends. I remember when my friend Fulton built a racing car. Of course, could only go backwards. So I had to rev up my rotor tail to win the race. You're gonna read so many adventures, and wait till you taste those delicious stars, filled with the goodness and energy oats and corn. Enjoy them while you read my latest story. Tear the magic line, and your storybook opens. Twinkles, the new star-shaped cereal in the storybook package.
The American Broadcasting Company and its affiliated stations throughout the United States and North America.
Well, I guess that about wraps up another Rocky show.
Certainly hope you enjoyed it. I did. Today's show was brought to you by a very good friend of ours.
General Mills.
Oh, Oh, certainly. General Mills, where better breakfasts begin.
That's breakfast.
That's what I said, breakfasts. I always say...
Bullwinkle, time for us to go.
Already? Okay, but first, here are some of the people who made this show impossible. Get tired. Oop. Another way for me again.
Well, see you next time. Ready, Bullwinkle? Aye!
Oop.
This has been an ABC Television Network film presentation.